your sandals. And he did so. Then he said to him, put on your cloak and follow me. So he followed him out, not realizing what was happening. Though the angel was real, he thought he was seeing a vision. They passed the first guard, then the second, and came to the iron gate leading out to the city, which opened for them by itself. They emerged and made their way down an alley, and suddenly the angel left him. Then Peter recovered his senses and said, now I know for certain that the Lord sent his angel and rescued me from the hand of Herod, and from all that the Jewish people had been expecting. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. The angel of the Lord will rescue those who fear him. Together, the angel of the Lord will rescue those who fear him. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall ever be in my mouth. Let my soul glory in the Lord. The lowly will hear me and be glad. The angel of the Lord will rescue those who fear him. Glory the Lord with me. Let us together extol his name. I sought the Lord and he answered me and delivered me from all my fears. Together, the angel of the Lord will rescue those who fear him. Look to him that you may be radiant with joy, and your faces may not blush with shame. When the poor one called out, the Lord heard, and from all his distress he saved him. The angel of the Lord will rescue those who fear him. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and deliver them. Taste and see how good the Lord is. Blessed the man who takes refuge in him. Together, the angel of the Lord will rescue those who fear him. The second reading is from the second letter of Timothy. I, Paul, am already being poured out like a libation, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have competed well. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. From now on, the crown of righteousness awaits me, which the Lord, the just judge, will award to me on that day, and not only to me, but to all who have longed for his appearance. The Lord stood by me and gave me strength, so that through me the proclamation might be completed, and all the Gentiles might hear it. And I was rescued from the lion's mouth. The Lord will rescue me from every evil threat, and will bring me safe to his heavenly kingdom. To him be glory forever and ever. Amen. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Alleluia, 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 alleluia. You are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of the netherworld shall not prevail against it. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. The Lord be with you, with your spirit. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Glory to you, O Lord. When Jesus went into the region of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, who do people say that the Son of Man is? They replied, some say John the Baptist, others Elijah, still others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. He said to them, but who do you say that I am? Simon Peter said in reply, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. Jesus said to him in reply, blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my heavenly Father. And so I say to you, you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of the netherworld shall not prevail against it. I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Please be seated. My brothers and sisters, today we celebrate the feast of St. Peter and St. Paul. And earlier this morning, the Holy Father spoke during the Mass from St. Peter's Basilica, saying, on the feast of the two apostles of this city, I would like to share with you two key words: unity and prophecy. And so, my brothers and sisters, because I really do need to be fed myself this morning as I was reading this homily by our Holy Father, I just decided to take excerpts of the Holy Father's writings and just simply to share those with you today, because they really are speaking to us in our world. The Holy Father is speaking, and it is important that we listen. Unity. We celebrate together two very different individuals. Peter, a fisherman who spends his days amid boats and nets, and Paul, a learned Pharisee who taught in synagogues. When they went forth on mission, Peter spoke to Jews and Paul to pagans. And when their paths crossed, they could argue heatedly, as Paul is unashamed to admit in one of his letters to the Galatians, chapter 2, verse 11, in case you're interested. In short, there were two very different people, yet they saw one another as brothers, as happened in close-knit families where there may be frequent arguments, but unfailing love. Yet the closeness that joined Peter and Paul did not come from natural inclinations, but from the Lord. He did not command us to like one another, but to love one another. He is the one who unites us, without making us all alike. He unites us in our differences. Amen? Today's first reading brings us to the source of this unity. It relates how the newly born church was experiencing a moment of crisis. Herod was furious. A violent persecution had broken out, and the Apostle James had been killed. And now Peter had been arrested. The community seemed headless without a leader, everyone fearing for his life. Yet at that tragic moment, no one ran away. No one thought about saving his own skin. No one abandoned the others, but all joined in prayer. From prayer, they drew strength. From prayer came a unity more powerful than any threat. Let us know something else, says the Holy Father. At that dramatic moment, no one complained about Herod's evil and his persecution. No one abused Herod. And we are so accustomed to abuse those who are in charge. It is pointless, even tedious for Christians to waste their time complaining about the world, about society, and about everything that's not right. Complaints change nothing. Let us remember that complaining is the second door that closes us off from the Holy Spirit, as I said on Pentecost Sunday. The first is narcissism, the second, discouragement, and the third, pessimism. Narcissism makes you look at yourself constantly in a mirror. Discouragement leads to complaining, and pessimism to thinking everything is dark and bleak. These three attitudes close the door to the Holy Spirit. Those Christians did not cast blame. Rather, they prayed. In that community, no one said if Peter had been more careful, we would not be in this situation. No one. Humanly speaking, there were reasons to criticize Peter, but no one criticized him. They did not complain about Peter. They prayed for him. They did not talk about Peter behind his back. They talked to God. We today can ask, are we protecting our unity in the church with prayer? Are we praying for one another? What would happen if we prayed more and complained less? If we had a more tranquil tongue? The same thing that happened to Peter in prison. Now as then, so many closed doors would be opened. So many chains that bind us would be broken. We would be amazed, like the maid who saw Peter at the gate and did not open it, but ran inside, astonished by the joy of seeing Peter. Let us ask for the grace to be able to pray for one another. St. Paul urged Christians to pray for everyone, especially those who govern. I will not mention them because this is neither the time nor the place to mention adjectives that we hear directed against those who govern. Let God judge them. Let us pray for those who govern. Let us pray, for they need our prayer. This is a task that the Lord has entrusted to us. Are we carrying it out? Or do we simply talk, abuse, and do nothing? God expects that when we pray, we will also be mindful of those who do not think as we do. Those who have slammed the door in our face. Those whom we find hard to forgive. Only prayer unlocks chains, as it did for Peter. Only prayer paves the way to unity. My brothers and sisters, very briefly, the second theme is prophecy. Prophecy is born whenever we allow ourselves to be challenged by God. Not when we are concerned to keep everything quiet and under control. Prophecy is not born from my thoughts, from my closed heart. It is born if we allow ourselves to be challenged by God. When the gospel overturns certainties, prophecies arise. Only someone who is open to God's surprises can become a prophet. And there they are, Peter and Paul, prophets who look to the future. Peter is the first to proclaim that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God. Paul, who considers his impending death. From now on, there is laid up for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord will award to me. Today, we need prophecy, but real prophecy, not fast talkers who promise the impossible, but testimonies that the gospel is possible. What we needed are not miraculous shows. Makes me sad when I hear someone say, we want a prophetic church. All right, but what are you doing so that the church can be prophetic? We need lives that show the miracle of God's love. Not forcefulness, but forthrightness. Not extravagant words, but prayers. Not speeches, but service. Do you want a prophetic church? Then start serving and be quiet. Not theory, but testimony. We are not to become rich, but rather to love the poor. We are not to save up for ourselves, but to spend ourselves for others. St. Peter and St. Paul, pray for us. Praise be Jesus Christ, now and forever. And my brothers and sisters, continue to pray for our Holy Father. Today I am very, very proud of his words, that I make them my own.
My brothers and sisters, very briefly, we present our petitions now to our Holy Father, to our Heavenly Father, rather. And as we do so, just prior to doing so, we profess our faith. We believe in one God, the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, of all things visible and invisible. I believe in one Lord Jesus Christ, the only begotten Son of God, born of the Father before ages, God from God, life from life, true God from true God, begotten, not made, consubstantial with the Father. Through him all things were made. For us men, for our salvation, he came down from heaven. By the Holy Spirit, he was incarnate of the Virgin Mary and became man. For our sake, he was crucified under Pontius Pilate, and suffered death, and was buried, and rose again on the third day in accordance with the Scriptures. He ascended into heaven, and is seated at the right hand of the Father. He will come again in glory to judge the living and the dead, and his kingdom will have no end. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Lord, the giver of life, who proceeds from the Father and the Son, who with the Father and the Son is adored and glorified, who has spoken through the prophets. I believe in one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church. I confess one baptism for the forgiveness of sins, and I look forward to the resurrection of the dead and the life of the world to come. Amen. Now, my brothers and sisters, we present to our Heavenly Father our needs and our petitions. We pray for our Holy Father, and particularly today in light of his words that challenge us in such a real and prophetic way. Lord, please bless our Holy Father. Keep him strong and not to become discouraged despite all the negativity and division that exists in the church today. Lord, please unite us in your love. We pray to the Lord. Lord, hear our prayer. We pray for our broken world. We pray for all those who are suffering in any way, particularly those who are suffering from the COVID-19 disease. We pray for the many in the world that are suffering without the benefits or the wealth that we have in this nation. For those without resources, those without power, those without representation. We pray to the Lord. Lord, hear our prayer. We pray in a special way for our youth, that they may discover, that we may be effective as a parish to evangelize our youth, and of every culture, and every tongue, and every person that exists in this neighborhood, that we may continue to seek and have a hunger for souls here that we have in the past not had. We pray that we may be courageous, that we may step forward into what God wants from us. We pray to the Lord. Lord, hear our prayer. We pray in a special way for all those who are discovering their vocation in life, that these times of thinking and pondering may make us clear on what God is calling us to do and what he's calling us to accomplish, and may we do so with fervency. May we respond with courage and grace. We pray to the Lord. Lord, hear our prayer. Can we pray for your own intentions that we bring with you this evening, especially those for whom we have promised to pray? And we pray in a special way for all those who are discouraged or depressed. I pray for missionaries throughout the world, and for those priests and religious and parishes that are having a difficult time in accepting this reality now. May we come to help us, to give us encouragement and excitement in our church. We pray to the Lord. Lord, hear our prayer. And finally, we pray for all those who are dying and for all those who have died. We pray today, offer this Mass, for the healing and blessing of Juliana Deda. For Juliana, may she be healed in the name of Jesus from all that afflicts her. And may she receive abundant blessing, and may that bear great fruit in her life. For Juliana, Lord Jesus, please pray for her. Please heal her in your name. And we ask all this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Please be seated now as we prepare our gifts for the altar. Bless you, Lord God, all creation. Through goodness we have this bread to offer, which earth has given in human hands. May it become for us the bread of life. Blessed be God forever. Amen. Bless you, Lord God, all creation. Through goodness we have this wine to offer for the divine work of human hands. It will become for us our spiritual drink. Blessed be God forever. Pray, my brothers and sisters, that this our sacrifice, mine and yours, may be acceptable to God the Father Almighty. May the Lord set the sacrifice in my hands for the praise and glory of his name, for our good and the good of all the Holy Church. And I just pray that St. Peter and St. Paul will help us grow from this moment now, which is nobody here today. May the Lord bring from our ashes and bring us to new life. May we see the abundance of God's grace here, and may we be willing to pay the price in order to achieve it. Through Jesus' name, amen. May the prayer of the apostles, O Lord, accompany this sacrificial gift that we present to your name for consecration, and may their intercession make us devoted to you in celebration of the sacrifice. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. The Lord be with you, and with your spirit. Lift up your hearts. We lift them up to the Lord. Let us give thanks to the Lord our God. It is right and just. It is truly right and just, our duty and our salvation, always and everywhere, to give you thanks, Lord, Holy Father, Almighty, eternal God. For by your providence, the blessed apostles Peter and Paul bring us joy. Peter, foremost in confessing the faith. Paul, its outstanding preacher. Peter, who established the earthly church from the remnant of Israel. Paul, master and teacher of the Gentiles that you call. And so each in a different way, gathered together the one family of Christ, and revered together throughout the world, they share one martyr's crown, and therefore with all the angels and saints we praise you, as without end we acclaim. Holy, holy, holy Lord, God of hosts, heaven and earth are full of your glory. Hosanna in the highest. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. Please kneel. You are indeed holy, O Lord, the fountain of all holiness. Make holy, therefore, these gifts, we pray, by sending down your Spirit upon them like the dewfall, so that they may become for us the body and blood of our Lord Jesus Christ. At the time he was betrayed and entered willingly into his passion, he took bread and giving thanks, broke it, gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take this, all of you, and eat of it. For this is my body, which will be given up for you." In a similar way, when supper was ended, he took the chalice, and once more, giving thanks, gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take this, all of you, and drink from it. For this is the chalice of my blood, the blood of the new and eternal covenant, which will be shed for you and for many, for the forgiveness of sins. Do this in memory of me." The mystery of faith. When we eat this bread and drink this cup, we proclaim your death, O Lord, until you come again. Therefore, as we celebrate the memorial of his death and resurrection, we offer you, Lord, the bread of life, the chalice of salvation, giving thanks to your Father's worthy to be in your presence and minister to you. Humbly we pray that partaking of the body and blood of Christ, we be gathered into one by the Holy Spirit. Remember, Lord, your church spread throughout the world, and bring her to the fullness of charity, together with Francis our Pope, Timothy our Bishop, and all clergy. Remember also our brothers and sisters who have fallen asleep in the hope